You could waste hours trying to read her mind, wondering if that glance meant something, overthinking every text, every silence, every smile, and still you'd be no closer to the truth. Because women rarely say it out loud. They don't tell you they find you attractive. They show it in subtle, silent, often unconscious ways. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss it again and again. That's why this matters. Today you'll learn to see what most men never do. The quiet signals, the small behaviors, the physical and emotional clues that reveal when a woman is drawn to you. Not by chance, but because something about you speaks to her. These signs, they're not compliments. They're not confessions. They're flashes of truth hidden in everyday moments. Once you know them, you won't have to guess anymore. You'll know with clarity, calm, and confidence. So stay with me. We're about to decode the unspoken language of attraction. And if you find value in this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a moment that could change everything. Sign number 1, she looks up when you walk by. You won't always notice it because most of the time your back is turned. But behind you, something subtle happens. She looks up. It's not random. It's not polite. It's instinct. When a woman glances up from her phone, holds her gaze just a second longer, or quietly follows your movement with her eyes, it means something pulled her in. Maybe it was the way you walked. Not rushed, not disparity, but calm. Maybe it was your posture, upright, grounded, self-contained. Or maybe it was just the quiet energy you carried into the room. Whatever it was, it shifted something in her attention, and without thinking, her eyes followed. Attraction works that way. It doesn't ask permission. It bypasses logic and surfaces as behavior. She may not even be aware she did it. But that one glance says more than a compliment ever could. It's visual curiosity, silent admiration. The mind reacting to a presence that feels powerful without needing to speak. So the next time you're walking past a group and you notice a woman suddenly lift her head to catch a glimpse of you, don't second-guess it. That was her moment of wonder. She saw something she couldn't ignore even if she never says a word. Sign number 2. You rarely hear compliments. It may sound counterintuitive, but the truth often is the fewer compliments you receive, the more likely it is that others already assume you know your worth. Think about it. When a man carries himself with quiet confidence, when his presence speaks louder than his words, people notice. But they don't always say it out loud. Why? Because they assume you've heard it all before. That you don't need the reminder that their words would only echo what you already believe. So instead of saying, "You look great today," they say nothing at all. It's not rejection. It's quiet recognition. The kind that doesn't dress itself up in flattery. So if you've ever wondered why no one tells you you're attractive, ask yourself this. Do they have to? If you walk into a room and heads turn but no words are spoken, isn't that enough? Real value is rarely loud. It doesn't need applause. It simply exists and others feel it. A man who needs no praise commands silent respect. That silence, it isn't emptiness. It's a mirror. And what it reflects is how obvious your appeal truly is. Sign number 3. She's surprised when you reveal insecurity. There's a moment that reveals far more than words ever could. It's when you mention a flaw, something about your appearance, and she looks at you like you've just said something impossible. That moment of disbelief, that's not her denying your words. It's her revealing her perception of you to her. The idea that you doubt your physical appeal feels foreign because in her mind, you're already desirable, maybe even beyond what you realize. She might say, "Wait, seriously?" Or, "I would have never guessed that." Not because she's being polite, but because she's genuinely surprised. The man she sees isn't the man you've just described, and that gap between her vision and your self-perception is where her attraction lives. Even the most admired figures have insecurities. But when you, a grounded man, speak of yours with calm acceptance, you disarm her, not by begging for comfort, not by fishing for compliments, but by owning your imperfections without shame. That's what unsettles her in the best way, because it shows strength beneath vulnerability and authenticity in a world full of performance. So if she ever seems surprised by your honesty, don't downplay it. Don't backtrack. Let her sit with the truth, that a man who embraces his flaws without apology is far more powerful than one who hides them. Sign number 4. Girls follow you on nights out. You're out. You're not chasing anyone. You're not putting on a show. You're just present, composed, unbothered, but then you notice she's nearby. Not once, not twice, consistently. She laughs louder when you're within earshot. She lingers near your group. You head to the bar. She ends up next to you. Not by accident, but by intention, without announcement. She's not approaching directly. She's positioning herself within reach, hoping you'll notice without needing to ask for it. This is how attraction often speaks. Not through bold declarations, but through proximity, through patterns, through unspoken curiosity. She follows you not because you're performing, but because you're not, because you've become a center of gravity, stable, still, unaffected, and that kind of presence draws movement around it. Attraction in women often works this way. They rarely express it directly. They invite you to notice their presence first. So when a woman shows up wherever you go, when her path keeps crossing yours, understand it's not coincidence. It's response. It's a quiet yes. She's creating opportunities for something to begin, but waiting to see if you're man enough to recognize it. You don't need to chase. She's already walking in your direction. And sometimes saying nothing is how she says everything. Sign number 5, you are sexually busy. Sometimes the signs aren't subtle. Your phone lights up at strange hours. Her messages turn bold. The conversations shift from casual to charged. You're not chasing. You're not asking, but she keeps drawing closer, wanting time alone, wanting to feel near you again and again. This isn't random, and it's not just about looks, because when a man carries calm energy, when he doesn't need to prove anything, his presence becomes magnetic. She feels safe but not bored. She feels excited but not threatened. That balance is rare. And when she finds it, she doesn't always wait for permission. Desire reveals itself in action. She might not say she wants you, but she doesn't have to. The late-night invitations, the flirtatious tension, the craving for your space, that's her body speaking before her mind catches up. And if you find this kind of attention surrounds you, don't rush to explain it away. It means you've become something rare. A man who awakens longing not by performance but by presence. Sign number 6, you live your life authentically. There's something quietly powerful about a man who doesn't follow the herd. He doesn't chase trends. He doesn't shift his beliefs just to blend in, and he doesn't shrink himself to fit someone else's comfort. He walks his own path even when no one claps for it. That's authenticity, and whether you realize it or not, it's magnetic. Women sense it. The moment you enter a room, they feel that calm certainty in how you move, how you speak, how you never over-explain yourself. You don't perform. You don't seek approval. You simply are. And that tells her everything. It says, I don't need to impress you. I know who I am. That kind of energy is rare. It makes her feel drawn, unsafe but slightly off balance, curious yet unsure if she can meet you there. You've become a mirror. You reflect what she secretly wants to become but can't quite name. And in a world full of copies, being an original is more attractive than anything money can buy. So if people say you do your own thing, don't change it. That's not just a compliment. It's a sign you're already living as the kind of man others are still pretending to be. Sign number 7. Girls show off in front of you. You might not have noticed it at first, but suddenly when you walk into the room, her energy shifts. She talks louder, laughs a bit harder, mentions that promotion she got, or casually drops that she's been taking salsa lessons or planning a solo trip to Europe. To the untrained eye, it might seem like she's just outgoing or attention-seeking, but pay closer attention. This isn't random. She's performing, and the stage is wherever you are. Why? Because she wants to be seen, specifically seen by you. This isn't arrogance, it's attraction camouflaged as confidence. She's not bragging to elevate herself above you. She's trying to rise to your level because deep down she sees you as a man of value, and she hopes, even if she won't admit it, that you'll see her the same way. Women don't always express interest the way men do. Sometimes their loudest confessions are hidden inside subtle performances. So when she starts showing off around you, don't roll your eyes. Recognize the truth beneath the surface. It's not about ego. It's a compliment. One that says, I'm trying to be worthy of your attention. Sign number 8. Girls mirror your behavior. There's a subtle sign that speaks louder than words. When a woman is attracted to you, she unconsciously starts copying your vibe. Not just what you say, but how you sit, how you speak, how you react to the world. You lean back. She does too. You scratch your chin when you're thinking. Don't be surprised if she mirrors that. A moment later, she starts laughing the way you laugh, echoing your expressions, or using your catchphrases without even realizing it. Psychologists call this mirroring, a natural way humans build connection and rapport. But in the context of attraction, it becomes something more. It's her nervous system syncing with yours. It means she's not just listening. She's tuned in. She's aligned. This is never loud or obvious. That's what makes it so real. She's not trying to impress you with words. She's showing you through rhythm, through presence, through matching your flow. So the next time a woman adjusts her posture when you do or smiles in sync with your smile, pay attention. She's not just reflecting your behavior. She's reflecting her connection to you. That's a quiet kind of desire most men overlook, but not you. Sign number 9. Other men are mean to you sometimes. Not all signs of your attractiveness come from women. Sometimes it shows in how men respond to your presence and not in a friendly way. If you've ever walked into a room and noticed a man instantly cold shoulder, you give you an arrogant smirk, or act territorial when his female friends are nearby, pay attention. This behavior isn't random. It's a defense mechanism. They're not reacting to something you said. They're reacting to who you are, to your calm confidence, to how women light up around you, to the attention you command without even trying. Some men feel that energy and instantly view you as competition. They can't articulate it, so it comes out in the form of passive aggression, condescending remarks, or awkward tension. You didn't provoke it, but you triggered something in them, and that something is insecurity. Here's the truth. Men only feel the need to put another man down when they sense he's above them in status, appearance, or presence. They want to cut you down so they can feel tall again. But the ones who are secure, the ones who truly value themselves, they'll respect you for who you are and even root for you. So if other men start acting strange when you enter the room, take it as a quiet confirmation. You've become the kind of man they wish they could be. Sign number 10. Your exes come back. It's a story as old as time. But when the roles are reversed, it reveals something powerful. When your ex-girlfriend starts to circle back, reaching out, liking your photos, watching your stories, or sending a late-night message, it's not just coincidence. She's not doing it just because she's bored. She's remembering not just your face or your voice, but how she felt around you. She's replaying moments when you made her feel safe, dizzy, alive, and that memory, it's hard to compete with. You see, women rarely revisit men who left no impression, but when they come back not once but multiple times, it's a sign that you weren't just a chapter. You were the book she never finished. Attraction often starts with a physical memory, but what pulls her back in is something deeper: emotional residue, the impact you made without even realizing it. If she's returning, it means one thing. You left a mark. You made her feel something that's not easy to replicate. You became unforgettable, and while others may come and go, you're the standard. She silently compares them too. So if she comes back, don't be surprised, because when you walk in your purpose with presence and power, even the past comes looking for another chance. Sign number 11. Girls lean in closer to you. When a girl physically leans toward you, it speaks louder than words ever could. It's not just about hearing better, especially if the room isn't noisy. It's about breaking the barrier between you and her. Proximity, especially chosen proximity, is a quiet invitation into her world. Whether you're talking across a table or walking side by side, if she consistently shifts closer, you're not imagining it. That closeness is her nonverbal way of saying, "You make me feel safe and I want more of this." Watch her body language. She might tilt her head in your direction, nod slightly as you speak, or subtly mirror the way you move. These cues aren't accidental. They are instinctive signs of interest and connection. This isn't performance. It's subconscious intimacy. She's closing the space, both physical and emotional. And here's what most men miss. If she maintains that proximity without pulling away, especially in moments of silence, that means your presence alone is enough to keep her there. She's not just leaning in to hear you. She's leaning in because she wants to, and that desire, quiet, unspoken, natural, is one of the clearest signs of genuine attraction. Sign number 12. You are passionate and optimistic. There's something magnetic about a man who lights up when he speaks, not because he's loud, not because he's trying to impress anyone, but because there's fire behind his words. A passion that feels real, and a belief that no matter how tough the world gets, the best is still ahead. That kind of energy doesn't just attract women, it captivates them. You don't need to be upbeat 24/7s or fake positivity. What matters is that you care deeply about something: your work, your values, your mission, or even a simple daily ritual. Because when you move through life with purpose, you give off a glow that can't be bought or imitated. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring darkness. It means choosing to stand tall in spite of it. And that strength, quiet, grounded, hopeful, creates a space that women feel drawn to, not because you offer them escape, but because you offer them presence, warmth, and direction. If a woman feels more alive in your presence, if she smiles just hearing you talk about what excites you, then know this: your fire is doing exactly what it was meant to do, not burn others, but light the way. Sign number 13. You are self-sufficient. There's a quiet strength in a man who stands on his own 2 feet. He doesn't need anyone to rescue him. He knows how to manage his world, his time, his finances, his emotions, and that right there is magnetic. Women aren't looking for someone to raise. They're not drawn to men who expect to be mothered or managed. They want a partner, an equal, someone who brings stability, not chaos. So when a woman sees a man who cooks his own meals, keeps his home in order, and navigates his life without constant help, she sees more than just independence. She sees a man who commands respect. You handle problems without panic. You face setbacks with maturity. You don't beg for validation. You've already given it to yourself. This kind of self-reliance isn't about being cold. It's about being complete. And the irony, the more whole you are on your own, the more others want to be part of your world. Being self-sufficient is not just practical. It's profoundly attractive because it says, I'm not looking to be saved. I'm already the foundation others can lean on. Sign number 14. They display open body language around you. One of the most underrated signs of attraction isn't spoken. It's shown through body language. And when a girl feels both safe and drawn to you, her posture reveals it long before her words do. She'll open up physically, not dramatically, but subtly. Her arms will stay relaxed, not crossed. Her body will angle toward you. She won't clutch her bag or keep her phone between you like a shield. Instead, she'll set it down. Hands visible, body turned your way. These movements may seem small, but they're telling, they say. I feel at ease. I'm not defending myself. I want to connect even in crowded rooms. If she leans slightly toward you, listen closely and stays present. That's not accidental. That's comfort. That's attention. And yes, that's a form of desire. You don't need her to confess anything. Just read her body. Because when a woman isn't into you, her body will retreat closed off, tense, guarded. But when she wants you to notice her, she opens up. Not just emotionally, physically too. So next time you talk to her, don't just listen to what she says. Watch how she stays. Sign number 15. Everyone says you're approachable. Attractiveness isn't just in your looks, it's in your energy. And when people describe you as approachable, that's not just a compliment. It's a reflection of emotional presence. The combination of being both physically attractive and easy to approach is powerful. It breaks the usual stereotype. Most people expect good-looking men to be cold, distant, or arrogant. But when you're open, kind, and easy to talk to, it catches people off guard in the best way. It disarms them. It creates a unique dynamic. You look great, but you also make people feel great. Women especially notice this when you're not intimidating but inviting. When your presence makes others feel seen, safe, and heard. If you often hear people say you're not like other guys or you're so easy to talk to, believe them. That's more than surface charm. It's a signal that your energy is magnetic, that you're approachable in a world full of ego and distance. And that balanced strength paired with softness is exactly what draws people to you. It's not about being loud. It's about being real. Sign number 16, you have a great sense of humor. There's one quality that instantly makes you more attractive than looks, wealth, or even status: humor. When you have the ability to make people laugh, especially women, you become unforgettable. But it's not just about telling jokes. It's about the way you shift energy in a room. You bring lightness, ease, and warmth without even trying too hard. That's a rare gift when women say, you're so funny. What they're really saying is, I feel good when I'm around you. Because laughter isn't just about amusement. It's about connection. A man who can make her laugh, even in the middle of a tough day, becomes her emotional escape. It shows confidence, emotional intelligence, and the ability to read the room. It's effortless charm in action. This is why you'll often see some of the most charismatic men, comedians, speakers, entertainers attracting stunning women, not because of their looks, but because humor speaks directly to the heart. So if women laugh louder, longer, and more freely around you, even at your dry jokes or ridiculous impressions, it's not by accident. You're making her feel something. And in the world of attraction, that emotional experience outweighs appearance every single time. Sign number 17, you care about your appearance. When a man puts effort into how he presents himself, his grooming, clothing, hygiene, and even his scent, people take notice. You don't need to look like a runway model, but when you show that you take pride in the way you look, it speaks volumes about how you respect yourself. And trust me, girls notice everything. The fit of your shirt, the condition of your shoes, your haircut, the subtle scent you wear. These aren't just fashion details. They're silent signals of discipline, order, and self-respect. Women are naturally observant. They might not say it out loud, but they're constantly scanning for these cues. When you take care of your appearance, you communicate something deeper: that you're not lazy, not careless, and not waiting for someone else to improve your life. You're already doing it. It's not about being flashy or overdressed. It's about being intentional, choosing to look like someone who has his life together, and that more than just good looks is what sets you apart. Because when you walk into a room with quiet confidence and a well-kept presence, people don't just see how you look. They feel the energy behind it. Sign number 18. Girls love your intelligence. You're not just a man with a good face. You're a man with a mind that leaves an impression, and that matters far more than most guys realize. See, when a woman asks for your take on something meaningful, not just surface talk, but life, purpose, art, or politics, she's doing more than making conversation. She's revealing that your thoughts intrigue her, that your mind has a presence that draws her in. You don't have to be flashy, loud, or try to dominate the discussion. In fact, the opposite is true. Women are captivated by quiet confidence, that calm clarity you bring when you speak with purpose, that subtle depth that shows when you're passionate about something, not in a show-off way, but because it genuinely means something to you. You don't need a degree or 1,000 facts. You just need perspective, honest, thoughtful, and unforced. Because intelligence isn't just about being smart. It's about how you make someone feel when you speak. If she lights up when you explain your view, if she listens more closely when it's your turn to talk, she's not just interested in your face. She's fascinated by your mind, and that kind of interest runs deep. Sign number 19, you notice their voice changes. One of the most overlooked yet powerful signs of attraction is in her voice. When a girl talks to you and her tone subtly shifts, becoming softer, higher pitched, or even a little breathy, it's not just coincidence. It's a biological response to heightened emotion. Her body is reacting before her mind can catch up. When she's nervous, intrigued, or excited by your presence, her vocal tone adjusts on its own. You might hear her laugh a little more, or she may speak faster, stumble over her words, or let her sentences trail off because her brain is processing more than just your words. It's trying to impress, to connect, to stay present. This kind of voice change isn't forced. It's subconscious. And that's what makes it so revealing. It's not about what she says. It's how she sounds when she says it. If you notice her voice lighten only when she's around you and not with everyone else, it's a strong signal. It means you've made her feel something. Attraction doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers through a single shift in tone. So there you have it. 19 quiet but undeniable signs that she sees you as attractive. Let's run through them once more, not to repeat, but to remind you just how often your presence speaks without a single word. She looks up when you walk by. She doesn't compliment you because she assumes you already know. She's surprised when you mention your insecurities. She lingers near you on nights out. You have an energy that suggests you're experienced, confident, dizzy, you live with truth. She performs around you because she wants to be seen. She mirrors your habits, your mood, your rhythm. Other men act strange because they sense competition. Your ex returns not for closure but for another chance. Women lean in when they speak to you. You have passion, optimism, and purpose. You don't need anyone, you're self-sufficient. She opens her posture, inviting connection. People always say you're easy to talk to. You make her laugh and it's genuine. You take care of your appearance not to impress, but out of self-respect. Your mind captivates her, and without knowing why her voice softens when she talks to you. 1 or 2 signs may be a coincidence, but 5, 10, 15 of these. That's not luck. That's presence. True attraction isn't about chasing validation. It's about being the kind of man who doesn't need to prove anything, because his energy already speaks volumes. If any of these signs resonated with you or caught you off guard, drop a comment below and let us know. And if you're becoming the man she notices without trying, like this video, subscribe to the Stoic Tide and we'll see you in the next video.